And Formula One is underway for the Belgian Grand Prix. Great start for Lewis Hamilton. He's up to second place. He's immediately past Sergio Perez. Charles Leclerc holds the lead. The two McLarens are side by side, and he's onto the gravel in the background for Lando Norris. Gives an opportunity to George Russell. Side by side we go with Lewis Hamilton and Sergio Perez into Eau Rouge. No, Hamilton's ahead. He gets the move completed. Leclerc, then Hamilton, then Perez, then Piastri. Wide moment for Lando Norris. Cost him places. Max Verstappen up one position to 10th place as Perez fights back, looking to reclaim second position. Charles Leclerc has the lead for the moment. Can George Russell go around the outside of the McLaren? So close. It is Leclerc, then Hamilton, then Perez, the top three.
Norris losing 3 positions at the start, running wide into the gravel, and look, just behind him, Max Verstappen has gained a couple of places already. So there's only 2 cars between Norris and Verstappen at this early stage.
This was the 5 red lights going out, and immediately Perez knew he was in trouble.
Yeah, and from Hamilton's position here, it's actually easy to send it in and nerf the back of the Ferrari ahead, but he measures that part well, gives Perez space on the exit as Norris runs wide and loses all the momentum at the start of a long run. Verstappen right in behind Alex Albon. He's got a bit of downforce on that Red Bull. He's got a lot more than the Williams. He's going to sweep all the way around the outside.
Outside line to the inside line, passing at will and making places early on because he knows he needs to go on the charge. And does Albon fancy a go back? No. And that's the side of a 7-time world champion, getting closer and closer still. He's won this Grand Prix on 4 occasions. He's trying to take the lead from Charles Leclerc. Now with the help of DRS, out of the slipstream to the race lead for Lewis Hamilton. And we have a new leader. The 7-time world champion is at the front of the field. Hamilton leads the Belgian Grand Prix. High pressure for all of the crews in the pit lane. Mercedes have delivered, and in the background, it's a 2.7 stop for Verstappen in the Red Bull. Hamilton's come in from the race lead. So is Sergio Perez. Also in there in the background is Oscar Piastri, who was told to come in. So a crucial moment that releases Sainz, Norris, and the new race leader is Charles Leclerc, who finds himself back on to the racetrack. Lewis Hamilton back onto the racetrack. Now, where is Russell? Where is Verstappen? And this is crucial. Russell's getting past Oscar Piastri. So going to the new rubber earlier on has worked for George Russell. Can Piastri do something about it immediately?
So can he do the move that Russell did on Tsunoda? Russell checks the mirrors. The McLaren is right with him.
They've got the same power unit in the back of the car, but Piastri has to go on the attack here. Vital that he gets to the inside of Russell for his Grand Prix. He needed to make the move, and he did. It's only for 9th. Could be greater points later on. What an enthralling Belgian Grand Prix. We go onto the Kemmel Straight, building up to 200 miles an hour. And the orange McLaren ducks out of the slipstream, trying to move ahead against Sergio Perez. And Piastri has another pass as he moves up to 6th position. He is a contender to win this one. As Lando Norris comes in to make his pit stop, leaves into the fast lane he goes, 2.3 seconds. And Lando Norris lights up the rear tyres, goes back to work.
This is into Stavolo for Sainz. It's a big snap on the entry. Hamilton radioed and said the rear tyres were going, but they certainly are on the hard-shod Ferrari as well.
That's more of a gravel brush than I was expecting. He will be lucky to keep it pointing in the right direction as we climb the hill. Is this the best opportunity for George Russell, the winner of the Austrian Grand Prix earlier in the year? Perez knows it, goes defensive, nothing he can do. DRS open, Russell breezes by and takes 4th place.
One stop.
So George Russell asking the team to consider extending. Lewis Hamilton coming in for a vital stop. The race leader comes into the pits. Mercedes go to work. And it's a 2.4 second stop to give himself a great chance of covering off Charles Leclerc. Norris trying to get past the first of 2 Red Bulls he will hope that he overtakes in this Grand Prix. Perez is the driver, he is passing, and Norris gets up to 6th position. He will try and go chasing after Max Verstappen. Verstappen's trying to catch his teammate, Oscar Piastri.
How much quicker than him? Am I targeting to beat him or not? It's close, it is close.
Piastri's close to Leclerc again.
Now, Piastri's had one dry run at this. Can he get by this time around? Charles Leclerc looking in the mirrors. Piastri wants that inside line. Leclerc is not going to give it to him. So going the long way round and taking the position is Oscar Piastri, who fights his way to 3rd. And now he's going to heap the pressure on the Mercedes. Russell's tyre saving. Hamilton's trying to catch him. And they're going to have to deal with the pace of Oscar Piastri. George Russell called the shots, wanted a one-stop. Everyone else came in for fresher rubber. He's trying to nurse that hard tyre all the way to the end. That's the good part of the sentence. The bad part of the sentence is that Lewis Hamilton is 3.7 seconds away. Here's Sainz trying to improve from 8th to 7th, and he's done it. He gets by Sergio Perez, and that long stint has given him a points gain up against the Mexican driver, P7 for the Ferrari man.
And Russell is getting good drive off La Source. Again, he opens up the gap towards 7/10. And if Hamilton can't come past Russell, he'll at least have the DRS to defend from Piastri, who is getting closer and closer. We're on the penultimate lap, and I don't think he's going to be able to make it.
He's not there, Jolien. How can this be possible from George Russell? And it's Russell versus Hamilton, Mercedes versus Mercedes, with a McLaren close by to win the Belgian Grand Prix.
Hamilton has a lock-up at La Source. This is the last big opportunity with DRS on the horizon over the crest of Radion. And again, Russell's done enough on the exit. He's holding Hamilton at arm's length.
Russell immediately knows that he needs to break the toe. Lewis Hamilton is the driver with DRS. Oscar Piastri is in 3rd position. How close, how brave, how late dare Hamilton go? He can't get there. He can't make the move. And George Russell is closing in on one of the most extraordinary and audacious strategy calls that we've seen in years in Formula One. It's going to go all the way to the checkered flag. One chicane remains. Lewis Hamilton is chasing George Russell all the way to the end of the Grand Prix, but it'll be a Grand Prix claimed inexplicably with driving brilliance from the wheel of George Russell, who takes one of the greatest drives you will ever witness to the top step of the podium. George Russell wins the Belgian Grand Prix. All the other big teams went for a two-stopper with both drivers. Mercedes heard the call. Russell demanded one. Russell takes his 3rd career victory by half a second across the line to deny Lewis Hamilton. The podium is completed by Oscar Piastri. How did he do that?
Amazing strategy. You guys are the best. Come on.
It's a pretty good drive.
Yeah, that was right. Yes! Woohoo!
Tyre whisperer.
Tyre whisperer.
We finish before the summer break with 7 different winners, maiden winners in Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. An extraordinary, record-breaking, extending win at Silverstone for Lewis Hamilton. But George Russell, one of the 7, with an audacious run on a tyre that no one thought would last. But he made it work.